Okay.
Yes, we can hear you.
And you can see the screen also, no?
No, we cannot see the screen.
1 minute. 1 minute. Now you can see. Hello. Now
Yes,
you can, yeah.
yes, now we can.
Yeah.
So we start the lecture. Today is 20th March 2022, Sunday. We are looking at the first part, which will be a market review. We'll see the global indices, the Indian market, the sectors, and selected stocks. So a disclaimer, this is for educational purpose only. I am not a SEBI registered advisor. Please consult your financial advisor before taking any decision on buying, selling, adding on a stock. I am not liable for any gains or losses made by you. The objective of the course is just to spread financial literacy. So we will be seeing the markets from the global markets review, then we'll see the Nifty 50, the sectors, and the selected stocks. So let us see the global markets. First, we'll see the Dow Jones Index, the mother market. Today, you will be seeing something new, which is nothing but plotting of the trend lines. And then I will show you some concepts on what are the phases of the markets. So just now you are seeing a trend line which is here, which is on the Dow Jones Index. How do I plot it? I take the low of this March 20, or I can take the body, and then I take it up, drag the mouse right up to the level where I can see a change in the trend. So you can see this was the lowest point, or if you consider this week, and the market is in an uptrend. Now, what has happened is we'll see some theory called as Dow's theory today, and we'll come to know that in an uptrend on the monthly chart, this is my monthly chart. You can see the market looks to be going in a single direction, but within a direction there are multiple. Now you see here. Now you are seeing this weekly chart, it is going up, but here what is happening? It is going up, then secondary trend slightly consolidating, going up, coming down, going up, coming down, going up, coming down. So we see a pullbacks, which we call as reversals, and that is my secondary trend. So my primary trend is like this, going up straight. This is my primary trend. But if I say within the primary trend, I have multiple. You can see here it is going up, then it is coming down. So this coming down becomes my pullback, which is my secondary trend. Then it is going up. Coming back, going up, coming back, going up, sideways, going up, sideways. Now, in this secondary trends also, what you see, there are multiple primary trends. You can see here a green candle, then a red candle, a red candle, then a green candle, a red candle. So within a secondary trend also, there are multiple minor trends. And these multiple minor trends will be visible very much on the, so first thing we saw on the monthly chart, a complete primary trend, which is moving up. Then on a weekly chart, we could see the secondary trends. We could see the secondary trends. Then I go to my daily chart. And on the daily chart also, if you see, you can see under each secondary trend, there are multiple candles. And then if I see my hourly chart, I will be able to see further breakdown. So what do we see is a trend is made up of primary, secondary, and multiple minor trends. So we'll see this today. So what I'm seeing in my Dow Jones index. So Dow Jones index is telling me I am moving upwards, but since last October, that is what is happening with the Indian index also. I am moving consolidated manner, and little bit I have started moving in a downward direction. But last week was a positive week, not only for Indian markets, but even for the American markets. And you can see that the last week it has moved in a positive way. You can see the candles are positive. You can see this last 4 candles are showing positive. So now on the weekend Thursday, we saw a particular फेडरल मीटिंग का, यूएस फेड मीटिंग का अनाउंसमेंट हुआ. उसके बाद हमने देखा कि मार्केट्स वर पॉजिटिव. Okay, but you should not take it very positively, because there are going to be 6 more revisions which are going to take place, and that 6 revisions is going to happen in this year. Totally 7 revisions. If each of these revisions is 25 bps, then 7 revisions will make it 1.75 basic points, okay, or 1.75% increase in the interest rates. And for American markets, it is very high. Definitely, there will be an effect on the Indian equities also. But how much it will affect, we'll have to see how drastically they are doing. Are they increasing only 25 bps, or in between they do 50 bps? That is also possible. So this is my S&P 500 on the weekly chart. It is showing me increase, then a wedge is formed. Last week, the green candle has been formed. On the day chart, I can see that green candle is multiple small green candles. See the volume. We'll be seeing today price and volume analysis also. Each of these days, the green candle is high, and twice here it has touched the average line, and here it is above the average line. So good amount of volume buying is also happening along with the price. See, when the price increases and the volume are increasing, it is a positive sign. It means that the market there are buyers who have come in the market. But you have to take it with a pinch of salt, because the markets are very, very volatile. Okay, so don't assume everything positive. Nasdaq is slightly not in a very good condition, but still this week it moved up. You can see here the dollar composite index, currency index, is moving in this direction. Okay, a parallel wedge is there. It is trying to move up, but then it is coming down. So it has reached till this level, and then it has started moving down. USD INR is also come down a little bit. Okay, it has come to this DZ, demand zones, support levels. Gold has come down. Okay, you can see the gold. The gold had a history which was coming down continuously. Here there was a breakout that was in Feb 22, and then it has started moving up, and then once again it has come down. The crude oil has moved up to 130 levels, and then it has come down to 103 levels. So it is more or less around 100 levels. But the point which Indian markets are looking is somewhere near 80 to 90. So it will be good for us if we are in a position to maintain crude at this levels. ये level पे maintain किया तो India will benefit. But Russia is willing to give at a discount. We don't know the cost of that because there are going to be some problems which will happen with the other market, the world market people. Okay. Bitcoin is going downwards. I don't know much about Bitcoin. Okay. Nor at present, I'm not even interested in doing it. The London market, FTSE market was moving in this trend. It went up and then suddenly it has started falling. It went down very badly. You can see it has gone down very badly. Okay. And then it has started now moving up. In the last 1 week, it is showing positive signs. The German market still worse. The German market is one of the markets which has fallen in the worst manner. Okay. You can see that it is continuously falling. Last week, thoda positive movement hai. Okay. The French market is little better than the German market, like the London market. The Japanese market is seeing a lot of volatility, continuously movement. It is going up very high, it is going down very badly. So last week it went down very badly and then once again moved up. So this volatility is very high in the Japanese market. Nifty. The Nifty is moving in this trend. You can see the channel. It broke this and moved up. This is my last week. Okay. Twice there were big gap up openings. So last 2 weeks, Nifty is showing some positive trends. If you see the weekly chart, here too you can see last 2 weeks, the previous week and the current last week which closed. So it is going above the trend lines, meaning that Nifty is breaking and trying to move up. That is a very positive sign. But my concerns are many, and that concerns are telling me that you will still get chance to get good buys at around this levels. So ये लेवल पे निफ्टी कभी ना कभी आएगा वापस, और आपके पास काफी पैसा होना चाहिए. You should have good amount of money if you want to enter. Now this market being so volatile, you have to be strict to it. What sectors you are going to look at, and particularly which stocks in that sector, because in that sector also there are many stocks which are not doing well. So I kept this thing open for you. You can see this. This is my Nifty in the 12-month period, and I'm comparing this Nifty now. In the 12 months means from this March to last March. 1, 2 weeks, 10 days are left for the year to get over. The Nifty metal has gone up by 64%. Very high, positive, but we'll see how it is comparing later. IT by 36%, energy by 35%, central public sector enterprises by 35, commodities 34, realty 34. Realty went up tremendously high in August, September, and now last week it showed once again. But as I know in the market, what I'm reading, the realty is not in a very good shape. Some sector rotation has happened, because of which this week realty was good. But we'll have to see and watch realty before we enter realty. Consumer durables have started moving up. Some of the FMCG stocks have started moving up, but you'll not see here. Why? Because throughout the year they were in a bad shape. So FMCG is here below, minus 10. Sorry, it is 17. This is 10, meaning it is below the Nifty, but still it is positive hai, lekin kam hai. Okay. Now let us see in the 6 months period time. the sectors. Here it is: energy, CPSE, media, PSU banks, which went up some time back. Metals were down. IT, Nifty was minus 1.7. So last October से अभी Nifty में minus 1.7 है, and all these sectors below them are negative. So FMCG is negative, financial services, private bank, healthcare, MNC, pharma. So be little careful in investing in these stocks. First thing in the market, we have to look at the market structure. So we saw the global markets. Okay. थोड़ा positive movement से अभी. Then we are seeing the Nifty showing some positive movements, and now we are looking at the sectors. So market structure is telling me थोड़ा positive movements वापस चालू हुआ है, लेकिन I cannot be very sure how long it will last, because inflation, crude oil, gold prices, the Ukraine Russia war, and Ukraine Russia war अगर खत्म भी हो जाएगा 2-3 महीने के अंदर, but the problems will still last, because Russia ka commodities exports and all will be in trouble, and definitely there will be some kind of supply chain problems, logistics problems, and NATO countries will try to benefit themselves, or Russia will try to see that they extract maximum from Ukraine, and all these things will ultimately keep the stock market in a shaky position. Sentiments will keep on taking the hit very now and then. So you'll find the markets going up. Suddenly, कुछ news हुआ, वापस बुरी तरह से गिरेगा. And as I told you, I find the markets to be somewhere here. Sometime you'll get a chance around 15,000. Mark my words, this. I'll remind you, 15,800 के आजू बाजू में दोबारा मार्केट्स आएगा. और अगर आप अभी बाय करना चाहते हैं तो यू हैव टू बी स्टॉक स्पेसिफिक, and you have to, on dips, you have to buy the best quality, fundamentally good stocks. Don't buy anything. Okay, today you will be learning something called as the market cycles, and in the market cycles you will be seeing what phase that particular stock is and whether I should enter or not. Till now you have not studied that. I'll be showing you this, and I'm showing you in a great depth. Those who are not there, unfortunately, it is their problem also. In the 1 month, you can see the markets are pretty bad. 1 month means 4 weeks back. कुछ movement ही नहीं हुआ. 3 weeks में थोड़ा better था. The 4th week was bad. 3 weeks में market was better. 6.4% gain. The 4th week, last week was the worst one, where we had a break. Okay, if you remember Feb 24, we went down by 815 points. Okay, then 2 weeks back, okay, here it is, and 1 week back, that is the last week, here it is. Now we'll see this stocks, and we'll see how we have to proceed in this stocks. Okay, so the Nifty went up in this week by 4.17%. PSU bank upar gaya. Now my plan in PSU bank is I am entering ETFs of PSU banks. I have entered mid cap 150 ka ETFs. I have entered means in this particular 1 month period. Why? Because mid cap and small caps are doing much better compared to my large caps. Okay, in the recent जो growth हुआ है ना, उसमें mid caps have started moving little faster. Okay, that I will be able to show you in this particular place. Okay, you can see here Nifty is there, and there are so many. Here it is. So let's see Nifty with the junior Nifty. Okay, here it is. Junior means next 50. Then Nifty 100 is here, the blue line. Let's see the mid cap. Mid cap 150, the purple line. You can see mid cap 150 is above Nifty. Small cap 250. You can see the green line is above this. Now, there used to be a time when we used to see that whenever markets used to go bad, people used to move money from mid caps, small caps, and put it into large caps. But this market current situations, we are seeing that there is a lot of money moving still in mid caps and small caps, and some of the mid caps and small caps are doing excellently well. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to show you. You can see here the green one is the small cap 250, the purple one is the mid cap 150. This is my Nifty, and the Nifty juniors thoda niche. Okay. So I remove this because otherwise it will become a lot of a clutter. Tell us to hide them. So with this, we will see some of the sectors. Now this is my setup which I use on a daily basis. Okay. So I study the stocks, the percentage gain and loss. Then I have multiple setups. Here is my day, weekly, monthly, and then my hourly charts. And there is something called as Ichimoku. I see that. So these are the setups which I see, and before I talk about a particular stock. Okay. So let's see the sectors. We'll see the last 1 week. The financial services, if you remember last week, the finance stocks were doing little better. Okay. So let's see. Nifty financial services improved by 6%. Bajaj Finance improved. HDFC, Axis Bank, ICICI. Let us see some of these stocks. Okay, I'll take the names. HDFC. So here is HDFC. Now you can see that HDFC is a stock which is in a falling knife kind of thing. And my opinion, which I hope I'm wrong. I'm saying I hope I'm wrong because I find that HDFC is a falling knife currently. And if you see HDFC in the last few years is giving me poor returns. Believe me, I am having this stock and I'm hoping that it reverses back. See the 1 year return, negative 21%. PE is relatively stable. PEG is okay. See the price of the stock coming down. Even if it comes to this 3000 levels, if you see last November के पहले का return and अभी it is hardly anything. It is actually fallen by 600 points. So the stock is unfortunately not doing well, and that is the problem which we are facing. Okay. So on the charts, HDFC is bad position. रेड लाइन 200 मूविंग एवरेज नीचे है प्राइसेस, ब्लू लाइन 50 मूविंग एवरेज से प्राइसेस नीचे है, ग्रीन लाइन से थोड़ा ऊपर है, दैट इज द 20 मूविंग. So on the monthly chart it is little better. This is the breakout point at which it broke up, breakout हुआ और ये अभी it is started moving in the upward manner. Hopefully it should move further up, तो थोड़ा बेहतर होगा. ये ब्लू और रेड को क्रॉस किया तो अच्छी बात है. Red meaning the pinkish red which you are seeing, that is the 200-day moving average. Okay. Then if I want to see HDFC Bank, this is my HDFC. It has gone down. Okay. HDFC Bank. See here. थोड़ा upward movement है. लेकिन if you want to see October, it was at this level, 17,700. Even if it comes down to this, comes up to this level, the gain is nothing. Okay. We have, if you are bought at those lower levels, it is okay. But some of us who are at a very high levels and having HDFC since years, we must realize that the stock is not giving us any major return in this period. You can see the continuously there is a downtrend. Okay, so downtrend here, there is a decline which is happening in the stock. Okay, थोड़ा bad position में है. I was seeing a webinar yesterday and it was mentioning that one of the key reasons is the HDFC has become complacent and people like Bajaj Finance. See, I am a person who continuously is on the learning point of view all the time. Okay, can see here Bajaj Finance, a triangular wedge has been formed. It came down. This was my demand zone. उसको touch किया और वापस वो ऊपर निकला. It has come down to this level. So if you are looking for buying Bajaj Finance, this is the level that you can look forward in the future if it comes to 6,200 levels. It has broken this wedge and it has moved up. Okay. The current price of Bajaj Finance is just about the 200 DMA. It is below the 20 DMA and it is just about the 50 DMA. So Bajaj Finance has also started moving up once again. Let's see ICICI Bank. Here it is. I'll introduce this bands later when I'll be doing the theory part. But just now you understand this. It is on a consolidation band, range-wise movement, moving between the supply zone and the demand zone. Came down below 200 DMA, just above 50 DMA and below 20 DMA. So monthly DMA से वो नीचे है, quarterly से green से ऊपर है and 200 yearly DMA से भी थोड़ा नीचे. So ICICI Bank is trying to break the trend. This is the downward trend which was facing. It has just broken about over here, but you cannot be very sure वो कितना ऊपर जाएगा, because if there is some kind of a bad news, once again it will go in the downward direction. Then ICICI Prudential Life. Okay, let us see some of the insurance stocks, how well they are placed. We'll see ICICI Pru Life. And I'm holding all the three of them and I'm finding difficult to take a decision whether I should remove some of this. Currently, all these insurance stocks are not doing well. And we, in the COVID period, we used to think that the insurance stock will do very well. सी अ मूवमेंट, यहां से कंटिन्यूसली वो नीचे गिर रहा है. You can see the stock continuously falling. This is ICICI Prudential Life. It has just about broken this and come to the 200 DMA core. It is touching at the base. Still, the 50 DMA. Sorry, this is the 50 DMA. Blue is the 20 DMA, and the 200 DMA is way above. So the stock is in a very bad shape. It has no doubt moved up. If you are buying at this levels, it is good. But if you are carrying the stock from these levels, there is a question mark how long we should hold the stock. I'm still holding it. Then we can say SBI Life. See here, just above the 250 DMA, 200 ऊपर है और 20 इसके ऊपर है. So once again, it is not in a good shape, insurance company. But you can see the green volumes, the green bar volumes are telling me with this increase in the price, the volume has also increased. That means what? There is a good amount of buying which is taking place at this levels. Let me see ICICI Pru also just now. I did not see the volumes. I did not see the volumes. Let me see the volumes. Yeah. So ICICI Pru में out of the 5 days in the week, the middle day, Wednesday was a red candle, but otherwise the volume was there. On the last day, it was about the average values. Okay. Let us see HDFC Life. All these stocks are fundamentally very good, but they are taking in the beating because there is not much. You can see hardly any volume. Last day पे थोड़ा volume है, लेकिन volume bars are much smaller compared to the others. Okay, here there was a good volume on 2nd of March. Uske baad, you can see the volume is much lower, except on the Friday, on Thursday when it was looking better. Okay. Then let us see HDFC AMC. Let us see some of the AMC companies. I am doing this because where we have to invest, we should know now. HDFC AMC just about the 200 day, no, about the 50, 20 is here and the 200 is way above. So एक साल से वो काफी दूर है. यहाँ मेरा टॉप था 3,200 and I am at 2,200. So question mark, how long we should hold this? This is what I have removed, this JM Financial. Now last 2 quarters, अक्टूबर में उसने पुअर परफॉर्मेंस देने के बाद वो नीचे गिरा, यहां से वो गिरा, फिर वो नीचे गिरा, फिर अभी वापस वो बुरी तरह से गिरा बिकॉज ऑफ द वॉर लाइक सिचुएशन फेब मार्च. नाउ आई एम रीडिंग द fundamentals and I'm finding that not much of change is going to happen in this stock, even though on the last Thursday there was good volume. So as a point of what you say, against my capital gains, I have removed this stock at a loss, some 20,000, 30,000 loss, and I will be entering some other stocks. The reason is ये स्टॉक ऊपर आने के लिए उसको और 3-6 महीना लगेगा. कितना महीना लगेगा पता नहीं, लेकिन 6 महीना तो लगेगा ही लगेगा, 3 से 6 महीना, unless there is some major change happening in the financial structure of the stock. Manappuram Finance. This is another stock. This is a gold financing stock. Okay, I'll show this bars which I've drawn over here later. But you can see this stock is continuously coming down. This stock was doing well, and last October से वो गिरना चालू हुआ, and from 200, 170, 180 levels, it has come down to this levels. And there are some problems in this company itself. Okay. There were some issues because of which the stock has fallen down, not only because of the war, but some problems were there. And that is one of the reasons this stock has taken a beating. Muthoot Finance, uska parallel company. No doubt it went down, but it is not as bad as Manappuram Finance. See the 250, 200 upper hai, 50, 20 and so, but in the last few days, you can see there are red candles being formed. So this is also once again going down. L&T Financial Holdings. This is another stock which is getting beaten up badly. You can see Friday ko green candle tha because some of the financial services stocks started moving up. Otherwise, we stock not in a good position. So let's move to the once again 1 week. So we saw the banks. Let us see realty. In the realty sector, Brigade, Prestige, Godrej Properties, in last 1 week, they went up. I was holding Prestige and holding Godrej little bit, but I bought at a high level Godrej, so I cannot remove it now. It was at some 1400, 1500 levels, still little behind. Prestige is I sold off at profit. Okay, currently it is so there are two Prestige, Prestige Estates and Prestige TTK. So we are looking at Prestige Estates. Okay, so it is near about the same price what I sold. I had bought low at 400 and now I had sold it at long back at 450, 470. It is at 480 just now. Last week it went up. It is showing good increase in price levels. Okay, blue से ऊपर है, green से भी ऊपर है और red से भी ऊपर है. So the Prestige Estate stock is good level. Okay. So it is moving up. This is a range bound movement from these lower levels. It has moved up. If it moves out of this box, it can go right up to this level. Okay. Brigade. Parallel kind of movement. You can see same kind of movement, but still it is moving out of the box. It tried here. There was a false breakout, but here it is trying to move out. It is actually the week has gone out. So let's see, the stock will do better. Auto sector. Balkrishna Industries, TVS Motor, M&M, they all have moved up. Let us see some of them. Aisha Motors. You can see there is a consolidation which is happening, the blue box. तो ये मार्केट में अभी यो स्टॉक कंसोलिडेशन का फॉर्म में है एंड इट हैज ब्रोकन दिस एंड इट हैज मूव डाउन, बट नीचे हो जाने के बाद थोड़ा वापस ऊपर हुआ है. सो लास्ट इट इज ऑन अ वीकली चार्ट, लास्ट 2 weeks इट इज ट्राइंग टू मूव अप, बट स्टिल इट इज रेंज बाउंड. ओके, रेंज बाउंड है. ये डिमांड जोन भी ब्रेक कर दिया, वो नीचे चला गया. इट हैज गॉन बिलो दिस डिमांड जोन आल्सो. So the next demand zone is way below. So here is the demand zone here. So Aisha motor is little weak. It is in the range, trying to move up. Just now it is trying to move up, but still a long way to go. Maruti, Maruti, Bajaj Auto, Ashok Leyland, M&M. Let's see one by one. Maruti, you can see last so many months ये रेंज में ही है, trying to break, went down, took the support over here at these levels, and once again it is moving up, but not very strong stock. Till the time it breaks this and goes up, we cannot buy this stock. Ashok Leyland and Mahindra. This Mahindra is, it went down very badly, and then next few days it picked up. So last 2 weeks में थोड़ा ऊपर का movement है. Okay, the buy zone is somewhere here. The earlier buy zones have been broken. It has gone down below that levels. That is why we say always buy in small parts, because we cannot define the lower levels of the market. We cannot define the lower levels of the market. So this is the new buy zone. So it comes to around this level if you want 734 levels. Ashok Leyland. In your portfolio, if out of 10 stocks, if you are able to have a positive in 7, 6, 7, 8 stocks, because the current market being bad, you are still doing well. Currently, Nifty is gained only 7% since last 6 months, and 1 year says 17%. So if you are near about that level, don't feel upset. It is the market risk. There are two types of risk: a stock related risk and a market related risk. Currently, we are in the market related risk and we are not doing badly if you are in that range. You can see here, this is the range in which the stock was moving. And now my template has got. Yeah, 1 minute. I'm just so somehow I don't know why my template suddenly got deleted. The box template. I have once again created the template. शायद मैंने delete कर दिया while going through this. So now let's see the other. So we saw this. So auto is okay, not so very strong. Financial services we saw. Nifty banks, if you want to see, HDFC, Axis, ICICI, SBI, and Bandhan banks were good. AU Bank was down, PNB was down, IDFC First Bank was down. Achha, RBL Bank, this is another bank which I sold off in a loss. There was an issue, उनका insider problem हुआ, the stock took a beating and it went badly from 200 levels, it went down to 100 levels. So RBL Bank was another hopeless condition at some 50 numbers. I had to sell that stock in a loss. I sold it off yesterday, I mean last week. And you can see ये stock ऊपर आने को उसको काफी time लगेगा. So against my capital gains, I have booked the loss in this stock also. So couple of them and one more in the auto industry is Amar Raja Battery. Amar Raja Battery is a stock which can move. It can take about 6 months or so. This is the decline phase from where it went down. And recently, I have sold this stock because I'm finding this stock in the distribution phase. Normally, after the distribution phase, it will go into consolidation for a long period of time. So another 6 months, my money would have been blocked. So this is how what you have to do is nothing but your portfolio, you have to keep on rebalancing and looking at the negative ones, remove them. If you are in a position to do that, there will be some losses, but the same money can be put in some other stocks which are doing well, and you will be gaining overall on the portfolio. After 2-3 months, you'll find your decision was not wrong. Okay. Now, some of the in the last 1 week, some of the stocks which have gone bad is the IT industry. Now, I would say that don't worry about IT industry. The IT industry is, if you read the news, there is a good amount of investments which is likely to happen in the US companies. Okay, it is likely to happen, I'm saying. So as per the news, in next 5 years, there is going to be some double the kind of investments in the IT industry in the US. And most of the time it happens that Indian IT companies are the beneficiaries. So I'm very positive on all the IT stocks, whether it is LTTS, I don't have emphasis. I used to have earlier, I removed. LTI, I have 93. They all are good stock. HCL Tech is good. So if you are having these stocks, whenever you feel that you have got a good price level to buy, enter and accumulate these stocks. This will be giving you a good returns. Okay, these stocks will be giving you a good returns. And other stocks which I'm having in the IT is the NIIT, which is there, which is also quite a good stock. Not the NIT technology, which is nothing but Coforge, but I'm talking about NIT Limited. See, in this falling market also, this stock is doing quite well. You can see the stock is still at this levels. It has not fallen at all. So you can see it is a good stock. Accumulate in this stock. We are given this stock from 300 levels and it has started moving up and it is still doing well. So ये stock अच्छा है. Okay. Any other IT stock? Reddington is another IT distribution company, which is a good company if you are having it. having the stock, hold it. Okay, you can see the stock is in a consolidation. कम से कम लास्ट मई से कंसोलिडेशन में है. It is moving in this range only continuously. It has not fallen at all. यही रेंज में है. Stock will do very well. If you are having it, hold on. If you want to add more. It is good. Pharma had exceeded. Chems is not doing well, but it will improve. It has gone down. In this condition, I will not do any trade. We'll see this particular condition in chems. CDSL is doing well. Okay, we'll see this chart when I'll be explaining you the confluence theory. CDSL is doing well. It will be doing much better. BSC, I feel it will now start moving in a downward direction. Where is BSC? See here, the stock demand zone was here. It went up, and now it has started coming down from the supply zone. तो यहाँ से वो नीचे आएगा. And if you want to buy, wait for these levels. Okay, it can happen that you may have to buy little bit upper level also. Here also there is a demand zone. तो यहाँ से भी आप बाय कर सकते हैं. So depending upon how much the stock falls, you'll have to take a decision. So with this, I end my session 1. I would like to do the session 2, which is very important because I'll be giving you a lot of knowledge on the trending of the stocks and how to go about doing that. Okay. So I stop my recording and restart later. Give me a minute, I'll come back.